Tonight, Tuesday night, is going to be Tu Bishvat. Besides the cute song Tu Bishvat Higia, Chag Leila, not that I grew up with in Eretz Yisrael. In Halacha, it seems to be quite a simple day. It's a day you don't say Tachnun. For some people, that's a big celebration. For some people, it's not such a big deal. But then you go and you delve into Kabbalah, into the deep secrets, into the holy books, and you see how incredible and what an opportunity it is tomorrow night, meaning tonight, Tuesday night, and Wednesday day, how powerful our prayers can be, how much Yeshuas, how much Parnasa a person can bring down, how much light a person could light up in what's called the spheres. It starts, interesting, by Rav Chaim Vital, who explains to us there are 30 types of fruits. There are 10 fruits, each 10 is connected, corresponds to the 10 spheres. There are 10 fruits that are, so to speak, close to perfection, because outside and inside they're good. And therefore they correspond to what's called the Olam Abriya. There are 4 different worlds. Close, higher it is, the closer it is to the Rabbanu Shalom. And then there's what's called Olam HaYetzira. Those are the fruits that are good outside, and inside there's a pit. And then there's what's called the lowest world, Olam HaAsiyah, which is this world where you have the outside is already a peel. Peel represents Klipa, represents Tumah, and inside it's good. What's the idea behind this of Chaim Vital? So there's a concept, it's written in both the Nefesh HaChaim and it's also in the Tanya, and it's based on Chazal, that the Rabbeinu Shalom Hashem nis'ave liyos loy dira b'tachtonim. He wanted a dira like an apartment, down here. That means he could have stayed up, so to speak, stayed up there and never created the world. He created the world, and he created a physical world, Olam HaAsiyah, in this world of Asiyah, so we should be able to infuse and bring, so to speak, Hashem into everything in this world. And in truth, there's a spark that gives chiyus, that gives vitality to everything in this world. But our job is to be, quote-unquote, download as much spirituality into everything physical and elevate it. I once heard an amazing story, the Tasha Rebbe, and he has a beautiful piece in Tu Bishvat. His point is actually, he says that if you want to know how powerful Tu Bishvat is that it's 30 days before Purim. Purim is 30 days before Pesach. The rule is that anything 30 days before already has the lights of that holiday that's coming up. So Purim already has what Pesach has, which is really the ability to connect to the Rebbeinu in the greatest level of clarity. On Pesach night, we're taken to what's called the world of Ahoy Hashem L'Melech Kol Haaretz. That means that Purim, 30 days before, already has these lights. And that means that 30 days before, on Tu Bishvat, we already have these lights. Says the Tosha Rebbe, that's how powerful Tu Bishvat night is. It's really encompassing the Geula and the Yeshuas of Purim and Pesach. So anyway, so the Tosha Rebbe once, I think, relates the following story. I forgot who it was about. It was one of the Rebbes that obviously was able to see what's called the Gilgulim, the Neshamas that are in the actual different items, the fruits that we eat. That's why Chaim Vital writes, when a person makes a bracha properly, he's what's called being mevarer the nitzoitis. He's clarifying, he's bringing out. It's a chesed that we can do. So listen to this amazing story, and you have to almost you could faint from such a story. There was once a tzaddik, and he was standing by a person. That person took an item, whether it was a fruit or a drink, and he quickly said, Baruch Hashem L'Olam Babiyetz. And this tzaddik told this person, said, Oivei. So the guy said, what, Rebbe? What did I do wrong? He said, you said the bracha so quickly. He said, okay, sorry, I have to be careful more of the bracha. He says, you don't realize. Happened to be that your father, who was niftar a few years ago, his neshama was megulgo, was in this item that you were making a bracha, and you were able to, so this what's called extricate him. You were able to get him out. You were able to release him. You were able to elevate him. When whatever you were able to do was been a chesed, not just a regular chesed, kibbud avayim. You can imagine what this person felt like. Hopefully he had the chance again to do so. What you see is the power of this day. This day is called the Tu Bishvat. Why is it Tu Bishvat? Tes Vav is 15. 15 is Yud K. So the Maharal and many others explain this concept. The Gemara says in Menachos, the world to come was created with the letter Yud. This world was created with the letter Hey. Yud and the Hey together bind the two worlds. Tu Bishvat is a time where we look at the fruits and we're able to connect two worlds together. That's what Hashem wants. And it's amazing. They said the Klosenberg when he came to Eretz Yisrael, the fruits specifically, there's a minute to take the fruits of Eretz Yisrael, and therefore you take the Shiva Saminim. Maybe Belina tomorrow we'll discuss again also the halachas, the laws, what comes before and what comes after. But the idea, so if Klosenberg came to Eretz Yisrael, they say when he ate He made a bracha on a fruit of Eretz Yisrael, and he started crying. They asked him, why are you crying? He said, because I thought that the incredible taste that existed in the time of the Beis Hamikdash was in the fruits. He felt spirituality was gone, and I see that it's still a little bit there. Enjoy the fruits. Go on Aish.com. You could download what's called a Seder and have a Geshmaka time with your spouse or with your friends and make a Seder, a Tu B'Shvat Seder. It's beautiful. It's an amazing experience. It elevates you, and we should be zeichataka to be able to infuse all the light and experience whatever we're supposed to experience on Tu B'Shvat.